Today we are going to understand the internal structure of leaf and mechanism of stomatal transpiration. First we will start with internal structure of leaf. As you can see here children, here we have upper epidermis. Okay, upper epidermis can have a thick layer of cuticle over it. Okay, it is not necessary. Then this upper epidermis, it allows light to pass through them, okay, and to reach the inner cells, and this is important for the process of photosynthesis. Then we have the centermost part of the leaf, which we call as a mesophyll cells. Mesophyll cells we will see of two kinds, that is a palisade cell and the spongy cells. Now these mesophyll cells allow gases to diffuse into and outside the cells. Now these cells have lot of chloroplasts and have many intracellular air spaces between them. Then we have lowermost layer, which we called as lower epidermis. This lower epidermis contains stomata, many number of stomatas, okay, and the purpose of stomata is to exchange the gas. The lower epidermis in the lower epidermis, stomata are present mostly in the dorsiventral leaves. Fine. So this is all about the structure of leaf. One more thing, here they have the xylem vessels as well. This is how they are present on the veins of the leaves, okay, and through this vein of the leaf the water comes inside the leaves, okay, and it reaches to each and every cell of the leaf. So that's all about the internal structure of leaf. Now we are going to start with the mechanism of stomatal transpiration. Now what do we see when water is absorbed by the roots of the plant then it moves upward through the xylem vessels of roots, stem, and reaches up to the leaves. In the leaves there are present a large number of spongy cells and they are exposed to numerous intracellular spaces between them. The turgidity of the mesophyll cell is maintained by the osmotic diffusion from the xylem vessels of the leaves. The water from these cells keep on evaporating through their exposed cell walls. So the air inside the intracellular spaces gets saturated, okay, and the water potential of the air in the intracellular spaces becomes higher than that of air present outside the leaf. So as a result, water vapor from the substomatal space, okay, move out of the stomata, okay, move out of the leaf through the open stomata. So the entire movement of water vapors from the surface of mesophyll cells into the outer atmosphere, okay, is a result of diffusion. Now this the cell walls that are losing the water, that have lost the water, and they have because of which the movement of water has taken place within the internal structure of leaf, okay, they quickly draw more and more water by the adjoining cell. Suppose this has lost, so they are quickly withdrawing the water from the adjoining cell, and by which process? By the process of imbibition, okay, and whereas here the very small amount of water here enters by process of osmosis. So thousands of cells of leaves lose water due to transpiration. So this causes the transpirational pull, okay. So this movement of water through stomata creates a transpiration pull, and because of this transpirational pull the water can draw up to certain height. That's why transpiration pull is important for the conduction of water in tall trees. So this is how the stomatal transpiration takes place.